Good morning, everybody. Brian Seaman, S-E-A-M-A-N, Niagara County District Attorney. A charge is merely an accusation, and the defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty. On September 4th of 2020, 28-year-old Mariah Wilson of Niagara Falls was found murdered in her apartment on LaSalle Avenue in Niagara Falls. That day, the Niagara Falls Police Department responded and immediately convened an investigation. That investigation continued on for 18 months. And this morning, the culmination of that investigation, an indictment was unsealed in county court charging Atrell M. Hudson, formerly of 1533 LaSalle Avenue, with Mariah's murder. Atrell Hudson's charged with one count of murder in the first degree, alleging that in the course of and in furtherance of the crime of sexual abuse in the first degree, he intentionally caused Mariah's death. He's charged with a second count of murder in the second degree on a different legal theory, charging that he intentionally caused Mariah Wilson's death while in the course of and in furtherance of a burglary in the second degree. He's also charged with the underlying crimes of burglary in the second degree and sexual abuse in the first degree, as well as murder in the second degree and criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. The defendant was arraigned this morning in county court before the Honorable John Ottaviano. Judge Ottaviano remanded him to the custody of the sheriff pending trial in this matter. The same defendant is also charged in a separate unrelated indictment, which was handed up in February of 2021 with a crime of robbery in the first degree relating to a robbery of the 7-Eleven on Pine Avenue in Niagara Falls in September of 2020. He was arrested on that charge in October of 2020 and was remanded to the custody of the sheriff on that particular charge. I would like to commend the Niagara Falls Police Department, and particularly their Detective Bureau, for the continued attention and dedication that they had to this investigation, which resulted in this morning's unsealing of this indictment against the defendant. I'm unable to talk about factual details or specific pieces of evidence in the case at this time. I'll take questions, but only insofar as they relate to the legal charges.
Well, Brian, you don't often have a news conference when somebody's indicted for a homicide. Why are you doing this today?
This is a matter, it's not often that we charge somebody with first-degree murder in Niagara County or anywhere. And this is a case that we chose to hold the news conference because there was public interest in it and because the family deserved to have answers brought to them. I'm sorry?
Potential penalty.
The maximum penalty for murder in the first degree is life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
Brian, I was a little busy getting, things sent to the newsroom, the information, so forgive me. Why are you charging under theory of first degree?
There's two theories of first degree murder. You can charge a first degree murder when somebody intentionally kills another person in the course of and in furtherance of particular crimes. In this case, we're charging that the defendant intentionally committed this murder in the course of and in furtherance of burglary in the second degree and sexual abuse in the first degree.
I think there's maybe a misperception out there that murder in the first degree is something reserved for if the victim is a law enforcement officer.
That is one way that you can charge murder in the first degree under a number of different subsections of that law. One of them is a police officer.
But the victim was not a police officer?
No, the victim was not a police officer.
DAs often refer to themselves as a county's chief law enforcement officer. I don't know if you refer to yourself that way or not, but so many do. do you think is going on out there?
Well, I don't want to speculate on what's going on with these particular incidents. I know that they're under investigation, and the Niagara Falls Police Department is, as we speak, on the street, working on those matters.
Okay, but you're the chief law enforcement officer, and you're saying crime and what's going on in this community. What do you think is going on? What do you attribute this to?
Are you asking me to speculate on the causes?
Yeah, I mean, you're an elected official, and you're a chief law enforcement officer. What say ye, man?
We find that in each case, the particular motives of defendant committing violent crime vary.
Of course they do. Do you think there's something, a bigger issue here going on out there these days?
There's lots of societal issues that are going on right now. I don't want to speculate as to what combination of them are causing this particular upsurge in violent crime, both in Niagara Falls and nationwide.
Are you able to comment if they knew each other? Did the victim know the defendant?
I'm not able to get into any factual details at this time. I'm prohibited from doing that, and I apologize for that.
And there is no death penalty in New York State, right?
Correct. There is no death penalty in New York State. Okay, thank you very much.
Somebody talked about the pedestrian you got hit today, the information on that, a couple of cars involved. Can anybody talk about that?
That's a Lockport City Police matter.